This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about DeVonta Smith. He's dealing with an injury. Heard he was limping after the game, and I actually got that clip for y'all. Also, is Bryce Huff going on IR? Because Brent Covey is coming back. Lastly, Jalen Carter has been a difference maker. But let's get straight into it. All right, man. So let's hop straight into it because most of this video is going to be about the injury report. And let's go over the injury report. All right. So we got Bryce Huff dealing with a wrist injury. Got Jalen Hunt with an ankle. Then you had DeVonta Smith hamstring and Milton Williams foot. All did not practice. Then limited was Jalen Hurts, and he spoke on it. N'Kobe Dean dealing with a groin injury, and Britton Covey, who practice window is officially open, is dealing with a shoulder. We all know, but he was a full participant. All right, so like I said, this video is going to be mainly about the injury report. So let's start with Bryce Huff. Like it's saying in the title, Bryce Huff looked like he's going to go on IR. There's no official report, but the official report that came out is that wrist, he's going to get surgery. He's going to go ahead and get surgery, get it fixed, get right, and he's going to miss, a lot of games, safe to say. Like, he's probably going to miss 4 or 5. It is safe to say, like, just put him on IR. Everybody else has been playing good, to the Nolan Smiths of the world, to, Brandon Graham, Jalen Hunt. We got to see how he's going to be. But a lot of guys stepped up, you know, because we thought Bryce Huff was going to be the guy. But Bryce Huff so far has been subpar. He started to pick it up. I give credit with that. He started to pick it up. And the injury just hit him at the wrong time. But I believe in like Nolan Smith and the other guys going to step up, do their thing. And prayers up for Bryce Huff. Hopefully he get healthy, safe surgery, whatever he got to do to get right, get right. Because it's almost that season, playoff season. Hopefully we in the Super Bowl, but you know, we gonna need depth. We gonna need Bryce Huff to step up. But you did sign Tyron Jackson. Remember we signed him back to the practice squad, so I won't be surprised if he's elevated. Again, Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham, these dudes been really good. Josh Sweat, can't forget about him, who's having a really good season. So again, prayers up for Bryce Huff. Hopefully he gets right. And there's another name you see on there is DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith dealing with a hamstring, and it's been lingering. That's the one thing I hate about hamstrings. They linger and linger and linger. That's why in the beginning of the season when AJ had it, I was a little scared. But, he sat out a couple games. And DeVonta Smith, he's been powering through it. Like he'd take a practice off, be limited, and then be limited again and play. Like DeVonta Smith he tried not to take any games off. I think last year he only missed like 2 games. This year he missed like 1 game. So DeVonta Smith is a really durable player. But there was a clip I did not see after this game. You guys might have seen it, but I have not seen it. And this is the clip of DeVonta Smith after the Commanders game. You see, he was limping, so it lets you know like he was a little hurt, and he's powering through it. I would say that he is tough. He's a warrior, but I will say this: if he needs to sit out a game, do it, do it. Like we need him the latter of the season. I know this is the meat and the potatoes of the season. This is for seeding. We got some tough games coming up. Maybe DeVonta Smith don't want to miss it, and that's why the first seed is so important. The first seed is so important because we had a bye week 5, even though it came at the right time as a team, but the bye was week 5, and this was our mini bye. That's it. We about to knock these games out, do what we got to do, but we really need that bye. Let this team get healthy, and again, like a guy like DeVonta Smith, who has this lingering hamstring, is really going to need that bye. That's first week of the playoffs bye. We shouldn't be in the wild card at all. at all. But again, hopefully he get right. Hopefully he get right. And Jalen Hurts is on here. Jalen Hurts, they officially listed him with the ankle injury limited. Jalen Hurts spoke on it. So it's like some mini program he said the Eagles are doing to try to keep him healthy through the latter of the season. So I won't worry about this. He didn't look gimpy or anything like that in the Commanders game. Besides, to me, in my personal opinion, I believe he was concussed. But I could be wrong on that. Who knows? I mean, he said he beat protocol. He beat protocol. So again, this is nothing to worry about for us the ankle. But he said like the team is doing something so it can last through the latter of the season. Because as we know, not trying to say Jalen Hurts is injury prone, but 2022, it was the shoulder. Last year, it was the knee that they really never reported, but we all seen that he was running a tad bit slow. This year, I guess it's this ankle injury that we don't see because he looked fast. He don't look gimpy or anything like that, but we need him. He know that. We need him through the latter of the season to, take this thing home. This team is talented. Let's take that trophy home. So he's a big piece of it, no matter what the media is saying. If Pickett come in, we might win a couple games, but it's not a Super Bowl team with Pickett. We need Jalen Hurts. We definitely need him. But I want to talk about Britton Covey, man. Britton Covey, he's coming back. This is the good news. Britton Covey, our true wide receiver 3. No pun intended to Dotson. You guys know. I'm like, we shouldn't even trade for no wide receiver. I like Covey. But when Covey got hurt, I'm like, oh, yeah. It was actually kind of a smart move to get Dotson because Covey, I think one of the things of him coming out of college was that, like, he came off more injury prone. Can he take those NFL hits? And he got smacked against that Saints team. Got hit hard. It was a clean hit. Landed on that shoulder. Wasn't the same. So, he was on IR, had his 6 weeks or whatever. I believe he will play. I like Covey in that wide receiver 3 spot more than anybody we have on the roster. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what Covey bring. And also on the special teams in general as well. I like how DeJean, return and he had some big returns or whatever. But we really need DeJean just to lock in on that, slot position. I don't want him taking a big hit or a hit to the knee or whatever. We need Covey for that. Covey is the gadget guy that could get that done. He is. So it's good to have him back, not just as that wide receiver 3, but as that special teams guy. Which though, DeJean can have some fresh legs when it's time to be on the field. But Michael Clay was saying like he's still going to use DeJean as special teams. I don't like it. I'm with Vic Fangio on this. I don't really like it. Especially if you're gonna have Covey back. Like, why are you doing this at this point? So it's gonna be a big thing to have Covey back. But let's talk about some defense a little bit. Carter, Jalen Carter, man. A lot of talk been about the secondary, what the back 7 is doing. But Tony Dungy got a different outlook on this. And he's like, Jalen Carter actually been a bit different to him. But let me go ahead and play this clip.
You mentioned to me is Jalen Carter and that pass rush. That's what allows you to play aggressively in the secondary. When you know that ball has to come out on time, you can anticipate, you can go after things. And to me, Carter, he's been the big difference in this defense.
And Vic Fangio, he has kind of always said, as far as blitzing, he will only blitz if he has to, and he'll pick his spots. So how impressive is it? He really hasn't had to blitz lately, and Jalen Carter just beats double teams. He's getting through, pressuring the quarterback.
Well, Vic is my era. He's old school. He believes in that. And I was the same way. I had Warren Sapp in Tampa and Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis in Indy. And if you said blitz, they would look at you like, Coach, are you nuts? Let us turn us loose. Let us go. And that's what you want to hear as a defensive coordinator. And I think that's what Vic is getting back to. Hey, these 4 guys, they can put pressure on. We don't have to come. We don't have to play a lot of crazy stuff. We can get after the quarterback. Our DBs know that ball's coming out fast. And that's how we're going to play. And it's been fun to watch.
I somewhat agree. I somewhat agree. With Jalen Carter speeding up the quarterback's clock, and especially with the back seven we have, it make our team a lot better. I will say this: the pass rush, of course, is not 2022 pass rush. It's just not. But with it getting better and developing, like you see, like the Nolan Smiths, Josh Sweat starting to find himself, Jalen Carter. I like the rotation of Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, and Mauro Dromo. Those guys just rotating like that. With that going on, and it's making the pass rush better, the secondary look elite and a lot better because now you got the quarterback not holding the ball too long to find somebody. So again, that Jalen Carter, man, Jalen Carter is making this team better. He definitely is, and it can't be ignored, man. We know what Cooper DeJean did when he subbed in, but Jalen Carter playing the way he's playing, he's wrecking games. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel? Really about the injury report, guys coming back, guys being hurt, and also Jalen Carter. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.